Welcome to The It Factor. We're Jemmy and Nye, exploring a new blog post by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML and MSP in Queens, NY, offering network management, VoIP and UCaaS, cybersecurity, compliance, IaaS, cloud, and Microsoft 365 and Azure. If you're a small business owner or manage IT for a growing organization, this episode is for you. Stay tuned.
Hello.
So today, we're doing a deep dive into something really practical. How upgrading your business communication systems, specifically thinking about VoIP and UCaaS, can actually, save you money.
Right. Voice over Internet Protocol and Unified Communications as a Service. Lots of acronyms, but the core idea is cost effectiveness.
Exactly. We're basing this on a recent blog post from CDML Computer Services.
Right.
And, well, as a small business owner myself, cutting costs smartly is always on the agenda.
Absolutely. And the CDML post really gets into the weeds, starting with the basic infrastructure costs. Old school versus new tech.
Yeah, the traditional phone systems. You mean like the big upfront costs for hardware, the PBX server, all the wiring, the actual phones on desks?
Precisely. That private branch exchange, the PBX, it's like your own little phone company hub right there in your office. It's a significant chunk of change initially.
And it doesn't stop there, does it?
Mm.
The blog mentions ongoing maintenance, keeping that hardware running, maybe needing upgrades down the line. That all adds up.
It really does. Now, contrast that with VoIP, it mostly runs over the internet connection you probably already have for everything else.
Okay, so less specialized hardware needed right off the bat.
Much less. And if you go with a cloud-based solution, which is pretty common now, that on-site PBX box, it just disappears. It's all handled by the provider in the cloud.
Okay, so no big server closet humming away.
Exactly. The blog posts even give an example, like a company with maybe 50 employees. They could potentially save thousands just on the equipment costs alone by making that switch.
Thousands. That's serious money for an SMB.
Mm-hmm.
You start thinking about what else you could do with that.
Yeah.
Marketing, hiring.
Right, reinvesting it. So that's the hardware side. But then there's the cost of the actual calls.
Oh yeah, the phone bill itself. Traditional plans, especially for like long distance or international calls, can get pretty pricey.
They really can. VoIP transmits the calls over the internet, so those geographical boundaries become less of a cost factor. Long-distance charges often drop dramatically.
And the blog mentioned something about unused minutes in traditional plans, too.
Yeah, often you buy a block of minutes, right? A fixed plan. If you don't use them, you still pay. VoIP platforms are often more flexible, maybe based more on actual usage, or they just offer much better rates overall.
That makes sense. Pay for what you use, or just pay less overall. The blog had a case study, didn't it?
It did. A small business, clients overseas, they switched to CDML's VoIP service and cut their monthly phone bill by 40%.
40%? That's huge. That's freeing up real cash flow every single month.
Exactly. It's a tangible benefit. And beyond the calls, there's the maintenance aspect we touched on earlier.
Right, the ongoing operational costs.
Mm-hmm.
With the old systems, you need someone who knows how to fix it, upgrade it, sometimes specialized technicians.
You do. But with cloud-based VoIP and UCaaS, a lot of that responsibility shifts. The provider handles the system updates, the security patches, the general upkeep. It's part of the service.
So it simplifies things internally. Less IT time spent managing the phone system.
Definitely. Managing users, adding lines, changing features. The blog highlights how that's often done through a simple online portal. No need to physically rewire things or call out an expensive tech.
Easier management, less IT overhead. That sounds like operational efficiency right there.
It is. And your IT folks can focus on more strategic things than just keeping the phones working. Plus, there's another angle. The blog mentioned the data.
Data from a phone system.
Yeah. Many VoIP and UCaaS platforms offer really useful reporting and analytics. You can see call volumes, durations, maybe even track performance or understand customer interaction patterns better.
So it's not just about calls. It's about getting insights from the calls. That's actually pretty smart. Using data to make better decisions.
Exactly. It turns your communication system into, well, a bit of a business intelligence tool.
The blog also mentioned scalability, I think. Like, if your business is growing.
Oh, absolutely. Think about adding new employees with a traditional system. More lines, maybe upgrading the PBX. It can be costly and cause downtime. With Cloud VoIP, often it's just a few clicks in that portal to add a new user in line. Much smoother.
So it grows with you more easily without those big disruptive steps.
That flexibility is a major plus. So, wrapping it all up, this deep dive into the CDML post really shows multiple ways VoIP and UCaaS can save money for SMBs.
Okay, let's recap. Lower upfront costs because less hardware.
Right. Cheaper calls, especially long distance and international.
Got it. And then reduced maintenance and operational costs because the provider handles a lot of it. Plus, it's easier to manage.
Precisely. And it's worth noting, as the blog points out, that CDML Computer Services actually offers these solutions through their partnership with Viirtue Communications, so it's not just theoretical.
Good point. And the blog also hinted, this is just scratching the surface, right? That cost savings are only one benefit. They mentioned things like scalability, better features, maybe mobility.
Yeah, that's key. We focus purely on the cost savings today based on this post, but the overall picture includes enhanced functionality, better integration, reliability, lots more to potentially explore. It's part of a bigger series, it seems.
Okay, so definitely more advantages beyond just the bottom line. But sticking with the savings theme for a moment, it really makes you think.
It should.
So for everyone listening, considering these potential savings and the boost in efficiency, here's a thought to leave you with. What's one specific aspect of your current communication system right now that you suspect might be costing you more money or time than it really should?